In the previous video, I showed how to replace the cartridge or repair a valve stem on a 3-handle tub shower faucet. In this video, I'll show how to replace or repair the diverter valve. Half the battle is identifying the faucet and getting the correct part. Most faucet manufacturers offer a lifetime warranty for the original purchaser. I spent a few moments on the phone with Pfister and got these parts for free. Examine the faucet and try to find a brand name on it. If you can't find a brand name, take a picture of the faucet to a plumbing supply house or your favorite hardware store. If you don't have the installation instructions, go to the manufacturer's website and try to identify the model number. If you send a picture of your faucet to Pfister, they will help you identify the model. Armed with the make and model, you likely will be able to find a parts diagram. Not only will you be able to get the part numbers, you'll also have a good idea of how to take your faucet apart. Many manufacturers will not only have a parts diagram on their website, but they'll also provide the installation instructions. If the hot and cold taps don't leak and you're confident that you won't accidentally bump the handles while doing your work, you don't have to turn off the water supply. To prevent any small parts from falling down the drain, cover it. Remove the button from the handle. That exposes the screw in the center of the knob. And you can remove it. I'll break the bead of caulk or any mineral deposits that are holding the flange to the tile. I struggled to remove these parts when replacing the hot water cartridge. I dipped paper towels in white vinegar and soaked the area, and then about an hour later I was able to tap and then remove the pieces. There's also a tool to remove faucet handles. To remove the mineral deposits, I'm going to drop the handle parts and the flange into a bath of 50% white vinegar and 50% water. If the nut for the valve is recessed behind the tile, you'll need a shower faucet wrench. The new and the original valve are identical. Notice that this plastic O-ring is missing from this one. It's stuck to the valve body, so let's try to retrieve it. Two of these stacked on top of each other would likely cause a leak. Clean any grit from inside of the valve body. Screwed into the back of the valve body is the seat. It looks smooth. If I run my finger along the edge of it, it feels smooth also. There's still a washer on the end of the valve, and it looks good. There's no metal on metal contact. When the washer on the end of the diverter stem is against the seat, it makes a watertight seal. The seat is a removable ring that screws into the back of the valve body. If the washer at the end of the valve you've just removed is missing or so badly damaged that it has scratched the seat, you'll need to replace the seat. A damaged seat can tear up the new washer, or it may not make a watertight seal. You'll need a seat wrench to remove the seat. Make sure the wrench fits into your seat properly. You don't want to round out the hole in the middle of the seat. While facing the faucet, turn the seat counterclockwise. If it won't break loose easily, treat it with penetrating oil, wait a half an hour or so, and then try again. If you want to repair the diverter stem, soak the end of it in white vinegar for about an hour, then brush away any mineral deposits with a soft brush. Take the valve to the hardware store and get the correct size washer. It's a good idea to replace the screw too. The screws, size, and threads can vary. A good hardware store will stock them. If it's leaking at the stem, there's packing material below this nut. That material stops water from leaking up through the valve and along the stem and out the front. You can try tightening this nut, say an eighth to a quarter of a turn, to squash the packing material and make it tight around the shaft to stop the leak. If tightening the nut doesn't stop the leak, I have another detailed video showing how to repair the packing material. I'll put a link to that video in the box below this video. I'll apply some plumber's faucet and valve grease to the threads. Diverter stems have no standard design. Many have an additional nylon or rubber seal in this location. If you're repairing the diverter, you'll want to replace this seal. Install the valve in the open position. If installed in the closed position, there's a risk of smashing the end of the valve into the back of the valve body and breaking it. Make the valve tight enough to compress the plastic O-ring. I've put a small amount of 100% silicone along both sides of the outer edges of the plastic washer. You may not want to use silicone as a sealant. My faucet has a separate flange and it will be easily removed in the future. After the installation is complete, open the hot and cold taps and, if possible, examine the back of the faucet for leaks. I hope you found this video helpful. A thumbs up is always appreciated. Click on the channel name and Know How Now to find other videos. And thanks for watching.